It is a case study plus 10 marks problem of calculation of working capital required of a firm, that is estimation of working capital required of a firm. So it will be calculated based on current assets and current liabilities. So it is calculation of working capital. Format is like this: current asset rupees, make it two column, inner column and outer column. So that is first we are taking current asset. The current asset we will get 7 points in format, but as usual in the problems we will get 5 points only. The first one is stock of raw material. So we have to calculate it, stock of raw material based on units, rupees, then it given days, months and weeks. Based on that we make it all three multiplication, we will get the stock of raw material. The second one is work in process, that will be make based on three figure: raw material, direct labor and overhead. That we have to calculate inner column amount like the same thing only: units, rupees, days or months or weeks, which has given in the problem. So that is raw material, direct labor and overhead. All three amount we have calculated in inner column, that we have to kept as outer column. Then third one is stock of finished goods. That also we have to calculate based on three figure: raw material, labor and overhead. The inner figure we have to kept it all calculation like the same: units, rupees and months, weeks or days. So which have calculated all three figures, add it and keep it outer column. Then the fourth one is sundry debtors. Again we have to calculate units, rupees and it is given months or days or weeks. We have to kept it outer column. That is payment in advance. If any is there, we have to take it. Almost all which will not give in the problem. The sixth is cash, balance of cash, which is given cash, that we have to take here. And the seventh, any other, if any. So this all figures we have to add. That figure will be called current assets. Then now we are going to calculate current liabilities. The current liabilities we will get three figures, but in calculation we will get two figures. The first one is creditors. Again we have to do units, rupees and months and days. So we have to kept it outside outer column. Then lag in payment, labor and expenses, two figure will come. That labor and expenses, that again we have to calculate units into rupees into months or days or weeks. That we have to kept it outer column. So that is third, any other current liability we have to kept it outer column. So all three we have added, that will be called current liabilities. Then working capital will be calculated based on which? Current asset total, then current liability total. That is current assets minus current liabilities. We will find out working capital what is. Example, 1 lakh is current asset minus current liability is 80,000, then working capital is 20,000. So in that, in adjustment it is given or not, we have to compulsory take it, add provision managing for contingency. It is 10% compulsory. So that is working capital, it is 1 lakh, that 10% contingency 10,000, it will become 1 lakh 10,000. That is called net working capital. Once again I will repeat, working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities, which is current asset total minus current liability total. We will get working capital. In working capital, so there is contingency will give, he is not given, we have to take compulsory 10%. That we have added in working capital. The both figure will be called net working capital. So in above problem which I said, units into rupees, days or weeks or months. Be careful, when days are given in the problem we have to take 365 denominator figure. When weeks is given, 52 weeks in a year. When months is given, 12 months. Example, 20 days is given, 20 divided by 365. Either 2 weeks is given, 2 divided by 52. Either 3 months is given, 3 divided by 12. In out of 3 we have to take 1, which is based on days is given, we have to take this. Weeks is given, we have to take this. Months is given, we have to take this. So out of this 1 we have taken. Example, months is taken, 2 divided by 12. Whatever answer we will get, multiply with rupees and units we will get. So individually these answers. So then we can find out net working capital.